Pull over, Beethoven. It's Freddy's Fifth. Oh, that one. Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and I'm here with a brand new movie review. And this review is going to be for the fifth installment of a horror franchise I am currently reviewing, and that installment is going to be for none other than 1989's Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. AKA the movie where Elm Street kind of just started to die. So yeah. Here we go. The downfall of the series. Anyway, what's the plot of this? Well, Alice, having survived the previous installment of the Nightmare series, finds the deadly dreams of Freddy Krueger starting once again. This time, the taunting murderer is striking through the sleeping mind of Alice's unborn child. His intention is to be born again into the real world. The only one who can stop Freddy is his dead mother, but can Alice free her spirit in time to save her own son? Yeah, so how was this thing made? Well, after The Dream Master was released in 1988 and quickly became a financial success and the highest grossing film in the series, up to that point, with the production of the TV spin-off Freddy's Nightmares takes place, as well as the Plet horror merchandise available, the profile of the franchise was at its highest point thus far. And screenwriter Leslie Bowman, as interviewed in the 2010 documentary Never Sleep Again, originally pitched the basic storyline for The Dream Child to New Line executives during pre-production for Nightmare on Street 3 Dream Warriors. New Line executive Sarah Risher was pregnant at the time and took exception to the idea of a newborn Freddy Krueger clawing his way out of a woman's womb. After giving birth, Reichert himself started to think about the storyline and realized that the teenagers who had watched the original Elm Street film in 1984 were now starting to grow up and have their own families, prompting the development of The Dream Child in late 1988. Pre-production on 5 was challenging primarily due to the frequent changing script. Director Stephen Hawkins recalled that the bulk of the final film came from Leslie Bowman's script, although John Skipp and Craig Spector also had material, causing the Writers Guild of America to intervene when deciding who should ultimately be credited for the film. Bohm's original draft had Alice and her friends rehearsing a school performance of Medea and was, in his own words, very weird. Director Hawkins was keen for the film to have more gothic imagery than its predecessors, leading to inserted footage of towers, castles, and a dungeon-like asylum. After all that, The Dream Child would go on to be released on August 11, 1989, and grossed $22 million on a budget of $8 million. A steep decline in the box office receipts from Dream Warriors and Dream Master. While still a box office success and the highest grossing slasher film of 1989, it received mostly negative reviews from critics and fans of the franchise. And this was the film where Freddy was just starting to become a straight-up Looney Tune at this rate. As for my reaction, yeah, this movie's pretty bad. I mean, it's still better than what's coming up next, but this was really bad for a Freddy movie. It feels as though this franchise just ran out of steam at this rate, because the dream sequences and deaths are inevitable and possibly the most gruesome in the series so far, but unfortunately, they didn't seem all that scary. It's as if the most extreme they get, the less real they feel. It didn't even help that Freddy was now delivering not-so-witty one-liners throughout each attack. Lisa Wilcox still does a decent job as Alice, and Robert Englund deliberately hams up as Freddy. The rest of the cast is okay, but not particularly memorable. And as for the writing, the story is all over the place, and it jumps so sudden from one event to the other. The moment when a person has died and 2 sequences later, the group of friends is already acting as if nothing had ever happened. It is a very consistent movie, and the story is written more like a half-hour Beverly Hills 90210 episode with some horrible cheesy acting. It's a shame, really, because this movie has a nice opening. The movie starts out promising as a horror movie, unlike some of the later Elm Street movies entries, this one at least somewhat, I guess, kind of tries to act like a horror movie, unlike some of the other sequels, but it fails. And the movie does have some effective genre moments in it, and also some decent gore effects. Stephen Hopkins is not a bad director, and he's, well, no name, but he's simply giving some weak source material to work with. This was his first big movie, and after this one, he was given the opportunity to direct another not-so-good sequel to his successful movie, Predator 2, which I already reviewed, if you feel like checking that one out. Like, let's just be honest at what all this movie really is. The story sucks, the acting is atrocious, and the fans only want to watch Freddy Krueger kick some college-aged kids' butts. We just want to watch all the irritants die. We do not care about the characters, we only care about Freddy Krueger. Though this wasn't the number one worst in the series by far, it was still a throwaway. It's not a must-see at all in the Blonde franchise. Just take the Bland friends, or make that boring with barely a pulse for Freddy to stop. Or the copy plot from number 3, or the retreated Alice from number 4. But some good qualities, I guess. Well, the score is good, and the atmosphere is also good. Some dark and strange atmosphere, especially the tongue-in-cheek finale. And I like some of Freddy's moments, I guess, but other than those few redeeming qualities, this is easily an avoid at all costs for fans. So overall, if you are willing to see one of your favorite horror icons lose interest among viewers at this rate because the franchise is just running out of ideas, please don't watch this movie and just skip to New Nightmare. Only redeeming thing is it's still better than the next movie that I'm going to have to do next. Oh boy. Anyway, I guess that's it for my review of A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. And here's how I'm going to rank A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. I am going to give Elm Street 5 a 5 out of 10. There you go. That's pretty much my review for Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. And now I only got 3 more Elm Street movies to go. But yeah, until then, guys, that's going to be it for this review. Thank y'all for watching, and if you like this want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.